guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new BareMinerals BarePro Performance Wear Liquid Foundation. I'm super excited to get into this review. I bought it about a week ago. I've been trying it out, so this video is not going to be a first impressions, but it is going to be my review, and you guys will be seeing a demo on how this looks on my face. So if you would like to know more about this foundation, then go ahead and keep on watching. So this BareMinerals BarePro Liquid Foundation is available at Ulta, which is where I bought mine, and it's also available on the BareMinerals website. I did go into the Ulta store at first so that I can try out the different shades on my arm, which is not necessarily a really good swatch because I first thought I was warm nude or golden nude. I believe the shade was called golden nude. I purchased it online at first because I didn't swatch it at all. And so I purchased it online thinking it was going to be my shade. But for the BareMinerals foundation, this liquid foundation turned out to be a lot more pale in the golden nude shade. So I went into the store, I swatched a different shade, and then I exchanged it for the shade Sandstone, which is my pretty much almost close to my skin tone shade. The foundation shade that I have on is Sandstone, and it's a little bit darker than my neck and my chest. But that's okay because I go in with powder to set the foundation, concealer, and everything tends to even out and lighten up so it's not so dark. So the foundation is priced at $34, and like I said, you can get it at Ulta or the BareMinerals website. The foundation does come in a glass bottle, which I first noticed when I saw it in the store. It's a glass bottle and it comes with a pump, which is great. I love foundations that come with a pump because they're easy to apply and it's less messy, definitely. As you can see going into my demo, you'll see that the foundation is quite runny. It's not super liquidy, but it's not super thick or moussey. So immediately I thought with the foundation being runny like this, I thought that it wasn't going to be drying down to a matte finish because usually more runny, liquidy consistency kind of foundations are more of a dewy finish on my face. I went ahead and I blended this foundation using the Morphe M439, which is one of my favorite brushes to use. I used that to apply my foundation on the right side of my face, and then I used the Beauty Blender on the left side of my face. So going in on the right side of my face with the M439, the brush was able to blend the foundation very nicely. It looked very even. My skin tone was evened out. You don't see as many of the acne marks that I have, which my skin has been improving a lot lately. As I applied the foundation to the right side of my face with the brush, I did feel like it was covering up a lot. And it does say on the box, it claims that it has a flawless medium to full coverage that lasts all day. It's creamy, blendable texture for luxurious comfort, and stay true mineral pigments designed for all skin tones. This foundation is oil-free, non-comedogenic, hypoallergenic, dermatologist tested. I did go in with a second layer just because I wanted just a little bit more coverage, but you can see in the demo I was applying a little bit more. I did apply maybe about 1 to 2 pumps on my hand so that I can kind of play with 2 layers of foundation instead of 1 because I still have little acne marks and stuff that I just wanted to cover up. After you apply foundation to the face, I do notice that this foundation actually dries not super fast, but it gives you a little bit of time to work with, which is great. I like a foundation that it gives you a little bit of time to blend onto the skin. It's not going to dry down right away. It gives you some time. What I did notice is that it wasn't tacky to the touch or sticky or anything like that. I was able to put concealer on and finish the rest of my makeup. And I do set underneath the eyes, and I do also set this foundation as well because I am an oily person. I have oily skin, so I have to set this down with a powder because it's going to be an oily mess on me. But on initial application, when I first tried this on, and every single day that I've tried this, I would apply the foundation with the Beauty Blender. The Beauty Blender tends to blend it out and make it a little bit more sheer than it does with the brush, so it depends on what kind of coverage you're looking for. The brush is great if you want full coverage, and the Beauty Blender is good if you want to sheer out your foundation. Once the foundation was on my face, I noticed that it dried down in a good amount of time, and it didn't look dewy on my skin, but it didn't look super matte as well when it dried down. It looked like a demi-matte. It still looked like it had a little bit of radiance to it, but it wasn't like a flat matte at the same time, which is actually pretty nice. Since I am so happy to say that my skin hasn't been breaking out a lot. It's been healing beautifully. I don't have a lot of acne marks as much as I used to. I've been using different skincare, so I don't feel like my skin has a lot of texture, a lot of acne like I used to have. So I do feel like this foundation is great because it's medium coverage, but I'm not sure how it looks, of course, on people with even more acne or even more texture. I had texture on my skin. My skin texture has improved tremendously. I feel like you can build this up. It does say medium to full coverage, so it can be built up to a full coverage. I think it looks great by itself when you put 1 to 1.5 layers, and if you like more full coverage, this definitely can be built up to full coverage. So I have worn this to work, and I do work a 12-hour shift, and I have to say that maybe halfway through the day is when my foundation starts to break up on the skin, and usually it happens around the nose. Every foundation that I've ever used breaks up around my nose. Other than that, I do tend to get oily still in my T-zone area, but I just go ahead and take any napkin or any kind of oil blotting sheet and just blot my skin and maybe powder up just a little bit, but it's not super intense. I do recommend for anyone with any kind of skin tone to go out and try this foundation, even if it's just a sample, because I think it's great for any kind of skin. It's not drying, and it did help with my oily skin as well. I already have a video talking about the BarePro foundation powder, and I didn't have too much luck with that foundation powder, but I honestly can say that I really, really like this foundation a lot. I'm going to keep playing around with it. I'm going to keep using it, and I'll let you guys know in another video my thoughts on this. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the demo and my review and my thoughts on this foundation. If you guys did enjoy it, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to me if you will. It would mean so much to me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!